Okay, today we're going to take a look at sequences, okay? And a sequence is just a list of numbers, and they're ordered. They're just, so you could think about it just as an order of numbers, and they're just kind of chilling. They are used for a lot of things, so let's just dive right in. Okay, basically the notation, it's going to look, you're going to see probably a formula of some sort inside some curly braces. And basically what this is going to mean is, well, let me just give you an example. Let's say a sub n was equal to n. I'm just going to write it over again. It's kind of funny. This one right here is going to represent just a basic 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Okay. Now, more importantly, okay, what we're going to take a look at is these right here, the numbers that are in the sequence, okay, that are separated by the commas, okay, they're called terms. Okay, so those are the terms of the sequence. And every single term has a designation, okay, and it's going to be in this case, this a sub 1, this is a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4, and so on. Okay? So when you see a sub 1 equals n, the first thing we want to do is look a sub 1. Okay, basically a sub n means n. So in this case, a sub n is a sub 1, so that's equal to 1. Okay? And then a sub 2 is equal to 2. Okay, so a sub 3 is equal to 3, and so on. Okay, so let's put this thing to work. All right, let's see if we can't put it to work and get something going. That's kind of a messy piece of paper. Okay, so here's this one. Let's call a sub n. Here's our sequence, and the formula is going to go -1 raised to the n multiplied by n. Okay. And let's find the first 4 terms here. So a sub 1 is going to be, that's going to be -1 to the 1 times 1. And that's going to equal -1 times 1, which is just -1. Okay? A sub 2, that's going to be equal to -1 squared times 2. Which, you square a negative number, it becomes positive. So you get 1 times 2, which is just equal to 2. Okay? So a sub 3, that's -1. Cubing a negative number leaves it negative. So then we get a -3. And I'm just going to keep going here. Okay? So that's going to be +1 times 4, which is just 4. Okay, so the sequence, all right, we used our formula, goes a little something like -1, 2, -3, 4. And if this thing went on forever, we'd put comma, ellipsis, then we just write the rest of the formula here. And that's just basically saying it goes on n terms. Okay? Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some tricks here, and these are kind of useful, you know, if you're messing with the series. Let's say we wanted even numbers. Okay, so we wanted all the even numbers. Okay, so if we wanted all the even numbers, what we would do is we would say that I just know this from experience, we would say that our formula is equal to 2n. Okay, so what's a sub 1 going to be? It's going to be 2 times 1, which equals 2. Okay, then a sub 2, that's going to be equal to 2 times 2, which is, of course, 4. Okay, and so on. So we got 2. That's 6, a sub 4. Let's just do the first 4 terms again. 2 times n, and that's 4, equals 8. So it looks like right here, that's just 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, and if we wanted to go forever, we do our 2n. Okay, right there. Now, what if we wanted to go into, let's say we wanted all odd numbers. Okay, if we wanted all odd numbers, I would actually. This is going to be I'm gonna do this two ways. Okay, because it's gonna be a little weird. So we're gonna go 2n plus 1. Okay, so we're just gonna do what we just did. If we add 1 to it, we'll end up with odd numbers, except for there's one twist. What's a sub 1? Well, that's 2 times 1 plus 1 is 3. A sub 2 is 2 times 2 plus 1 equals 5. A sub 3 is 2 times 3 plus 1 equals 7. Okay, so you see we're on our way to 3, 5, 7, 9, except we're missing 1, aren't we? Okay? Well, there's a little trick we're going to do here. We're gonna do what's called re-indexing this thing. So instead of, I'm gonna say a sub n minus 1 is equal to 2n plus 1. Okay, so now look what happens when we do this. Let's go a sub. Our first term will be a sub n minus 1, which is 1 minus 1, which equals a sub 0. Which means 2 times 0 plus 1 equals 1. Then my next term is a sub n minus 1 is a sub 2 minus 1, gives me a sub 1. Now I'm on track, aren't I? Okay, there's my 3. So it was a little different on this one. We did what was called re-indexing the series, okay? Actually, not the series, the sequence. Okay, and so let's do that again. Let's go a sub n minus 1 equals 2n minus 1. Okay. All right. Now let's just go ahead and write it all out again. Okay. So a sub 1 minus 1 equals. Actually, you could just go and do it like this: 1 minus 1, which equals 0, oh, no, never mind, that's plus 1. Sorry. And that equals 1. You could go, same thing, 2 minus 1 plus 1. That just equals 2 times 1 plus 1 equals 3. A sub 3 minus 1. Now I'm just going to go ahead and do it in my head. Okay. Well, that's equal to 5. A sub 4 minus 1 just basically means implies I stick a 3 in there. And I get 7, and so on. So now I'm at 1, 3, 5, 7, and so on. Okay? And you'll find that you might have to re-index some of your stuff later on when we get to series. So that is just kind of the basic idea. Go ahead and practice these things. Work as many problems as you can in your book, and you know, thanks for watching. All right, we'll get started on some more stuff shortly.